All right, so a little better. Okay. How do we draw our logarithm graphs? Okay, every single graph that I've taught is always based upon a basic unit that you start with, okay? So I'm going to go over everything really quickly. If I just said y is equal to x, that's my basic unit. That's my straight line, 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1, okay? Y is equal to x squared, basic graph, easy, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9. Right. Negative ones, same, okay? Y is equal to x to the third, very quick. Okay, so you got your evens, you got your, you can say, odds. Okay, all right. They start to repeat themselves in a sense if you just have zeros. So something like this and something like this could still look like that until you start adding what I consider lumps into it, right? So this could be a fourth plus things, right? But we don't want to worry about that. Okay. Then you have your sine, cosine, tangent. That should be easy. S, C, same as this pretty much, but it starts to repeat itself and you got to make sure you know your bounds. Okay. Cool. Cool. Then we have our exponents, because exponents and logarithms are how they're related. Because remember our odd functions having the way that we can flipping them over the origin, they're the same. These are just being flipped. If you think about it, they're just being flipped because what you're doing is you're technically switching x and y. Okay. So if I think of this one, any exponential graph always reminds me of a skateboard ramp. Skateboard ramps shoot up toward the sky. 0, 1 is the most important thing not to mess up, because everything else, if you notice, generally starts at our zeros. Right. This is the one that you got to be careful about as well, cosine. But in this situation, this goes up, then I think of 1, e, and this, the very first one just starts to cut, and it never ever hits 0. You have an asymptote at 0 there. Okay? Now, if I were to take this, and here's the thing. I always teach my students to grab some sort of, if you don't understand how to flip something, you can always take a transparent piece of paper, transparency. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and take this one and you want to flip it. So what I like to do is I like to fold it in a triangle and flip it. That now becomes your graph. Okay? That's pretty much the same thing. And this one, if I were just to change our different right? This one was at 1 e. This one's at 1 and 10. Same thing. Cool? Yeah. So now you know your graphs for your logarithms.